It's 08034114959 or it's 08033760292. Aha! Golden Footprint 11 to 11:30 on Saturday mornings with ADBC Abdul Jalil. A challenge greater than in tantalizing fantasy. Your weekly tonic and tonic program. Golden Footprint with ADBC Abdul Jalil. As well, we usually have it. Syntax is going to be the first segment, where we are going to analyze some structures and particularly how we communicate in day-to-day activities, and then you discover that without putting it onto the scale, that is scale of what? Scale of Golden Footprint. You may not know that some of these things are not grammatically sound, but as we usually say that whatever you say or whatever you speak, you must have a proof for it. That is why I say that English language is a social science, as you know, that whatever you say, there must be a proof, like that of science or mathematics. Whatever you say, you must have a proof for it, so that you will know whether you are correct or not. Let us look at it from this, and we want to look at the play between auxiliary verbs and subject, the game between the two of them. Let us take this example as one of the posters today. He do not have a laptop. He do not have a laptop. Some people may hear it, yes, in terms of communication, you have communicated, but in terms of grammaticality, you are a little bit incorrect. Therefore, what is the proof? Is this? Whenever you use do, yes, the auxiliary do, it is supposed to be followed by a plural, because it is originally plural. Because the singular of do, that is do, is what? Is does. Therefore, if you say yes, thank you very much, Aji. Yes, is singular, singular subject, that is a pronoun. Then it should be what? It should be, don't forget the concord, that is law of concord, is to be followed by singular subject, singular verb or singular auxiliary verb. Therefore, is singular, then the auxiliary verb must be singular, that is he does not have a laptop. Yes, he does not have a laptop. But if the time cannot permit us that, why do we have he and have on the same structure? Possibly we are going to that one. Therefore, it's better to say he does not have a laptop, because he, that is the proof. He is singular pronoun, then it must be followed by singular auxiliary verb. Likewise, let's move on to another one, and there are so many like that. Whenever you use he, or you use she, or you use it, then the auxiliary verb must show it as as a singular also. That is, you use does or some other format, but it must be, even if you are using a verb, the verb must have s. If you want to say she and it, you don't say it, you say she eats. She eats. You put s. Don't forget the way we put it. If the subject has s, that is going to be plural. But if the auxiliary or verb has s, that one will be singular. Yes, let us move on. Then another one. Does she has? Look at it. Does she has a car? Look at that construction. Does she has a car? Look at it. The auxiliary is put, because this one is in form of question tag. Does is what? Is singular? Yes, because it works with she. But the verb there, when you have the auxiliary and you have the subject, then you want to have verb after it, another verb, then it is going to be what? It's going to be in terms of what? Plural. That is, it is supposed to be what? It's supposed to be have. It is not does she has a car, as I've given you. There is supposed to be, does she have a car? Am I communicating? Now, let us move further. He was laying on the couch. He was laying, L-A-Y-N-I-N-G. L-A-Y-I-N-G is the word. But when you are talking about, he was laying on the couch. When you are talking about laying, you are talking about putting something on something, like a hen now laying egg, or you lay something on the table. But here we want to talk about what? To lie on something. Therefore, it's supposed to be He was lying on the couch. He was lying on the couch. That was the little we have for you today, because we have a very, very sensitive issue to discuss, and I have an educationist in the studio who is going to do justice to the topic we have today that affects virtually everybody. Because whenever you talk about education, what affects education affects even the unlettered ones. Hey, yes, but before we go, I will give you an assignment as usual. The instruction is correct the following constructions. Correct the following construction. You can pick up your writing materials and put them down. I will give you all what I will give you now. They are incorrect construction. Then you correct it and you can send it through the SMS back to me. Then you indicate whether you want us to review it in the next episode, or you want it behind the camera as usual. But don't forget, your name and the place of sending the message should be part of what you're going to send. Number one, today office is there. Today office is there. THERE. Then you correct it. Number two, that only, she is very arrogant. That only, she is very arrogant. Then you correct it also. Likewise, who is her or him? Who is her or him? I hope you know what is a subject, what is object. You just transfer. Then which one is the alternative? Then the reason. Please, even if it is a sentence, whatever, for number one, give us the reason. If it is a sentence, for what? For arriving at your answer. Number two, if it is a sentence, it's just a sentence, tell us the law bending your answer. That is what we have for you today. Let us entertain our young ones, so that when we come back from the entertaining angle, I hope my powerful pastor is much around, is going to give us a very beautiful one. And when you please sit back and enjoy the child rhyme. Then after that one, we are going to be in the studio with my comrade. Who is that person? Comrade Ashibiyu Olaitan, popularly known as Comrade Olaitan. Let us entertain our young ones. When we come back, we are going to meet with Olaitan.
My books with a zip zap.